come up to you. Sir, how's it going?
All right.
So, from what I understand, you're refusing not to abide by the order.
I have my permit, and I have the state law of California that says that I have the right to vend.
Can I see your permit, please?
It's in this pile of paper.
Could you pull it out?
I think it's at the bottom here.
Okay, your permit doesn't have a location on it.
Okay, but I still have a valid permit to sell.
There's no expiration date on this.
Duh. I mean, it's issued by the state of California.
Okay, let me explain to you what's happening right now, okay?
You're gonna violate my rights. You're gonna violate the state laws of the state of California. You're gonna violate your oath of office that you pledged to follow.
So why don't you let me talk first?
I mean, because you're just gonna railroad me and then try to violate all my rights. That's just a malicious intent.
Well, it's nothing about that. Let me try to explain to you what's happening right now.
You're gonna say that city law supersedes state law, of which I have, and you don't have your city law that you're trying to vacillate about.
Do you have a city permit to sell out here?
Yes, and it's right here.
I don't see a location. The city permits are issued by the city.
Okay, it says it right here.
What?
I mean, you don't see that right there?
No, that's your address.
So
the city, do you have a city of San Francisco permit to sell out on public streets?
I have this permit right here.
That is not a San Francisco permit.
Okay, so what? Well, I got this permit.
That's the same thing.
No, it's
That's
not.
from the state. Do you have anything from San Francisco?
I mean, no, but I do have right to
Can I explain something to you real quick? Okay.
That you're going to violate my rights.
Listen, we're not trying to give you a hard time at all.
I mean, yes, you are.
No, I'm trying to
I mean,
explain
you got 3 guys out here with guns telling me I can't conduct business, of which I'm having essential supplies.
Wait a second. These are police officers.
I mean, yeah, like the ones that shot Mario Woods, right?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
You don't understand Mario Woods.
No,
you don't understand Louis Gingora.
How is this coming up? You're talking
because
about
you are the violent arm of government coming to tell me that I cannot conduct business.
Actually, I came to try to explain to you.
You're trying to explain to me why I can't conduct business.
Okay. You can conduct business if you have the proper permit and if you set
and I do have
according
a
to the
where are those laws at? Where are those rules and regulations at?
Well, you're going to have to look that up.
Oh no. So you're going to enforce laws that you can't even show.
You don't have a permit.
Yes, I do.
You do not have a permit from the city and county of San
Francisco. Under what regulations?
Under the city's regulations.
But these are state regulations.
Sir, I'm not going to keep playing this going around.
No. You're violating my rights. Maybe you should read the law before you try to enforce it.
This is not the law.
Okay, so you're saying this is not the state.
I'm looking for a San Francisco permit to sell.
I have a permit to sell.
Do you have a San Francisco?
I showed it to you.
Do you have a San
Okay,
Francisco?
so
you did not show that to me. You did not show that to me.
Okay, so you don't care what the law says.
No.
So basically how much is a permit by the city?
How much is the permit? I've got no idea how much a permit
costs.
So
basically you're saying the city and county of San Francisco can create excessive fees so that
I have no idea what.
You have no idea and you don't care.
That is a different
You have no idea and you don't care.
Right here, our job is law enforcement, okay?
The violent arm of government.
I don't know how much it costs to buy a permit.
It's like $900.
But let me explain something to you, okay? If you had the permit.
Yeah, I got the permit.
If you had a San Francisco issued permit to sell right here, right? If you had that permit.
Under what laws?
If you had
and I'm showing you the state laws, but you don't care.
You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. I'm trying to help you out.
No, you're not trying to help me at all.
No, because you only want me to say one thing, and that is that you can continue to sell.
And I have my permits.
That's the only thing that's going to make you happy. That's the only thing that's going to make you happy because you don't really care right now about.
No, you don't care either.
No, I'm trying to help you, and you're speaking over me. I'm telling you what you need, and you don't want to hear it. If you have a San Francisco permit to sell, you can do it as long as you abide by the COVID guidelines.
And those are our state laws, and I'm showing you state laws, which you refuse to read.
And you refuse to understand that San Francisco has an additional permit.
No, and you're saying that state law.
And you're saying
now you're over talking me.
And you're
over talking me just because.
Sir, you're saying you don't care about San Francisco laws.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm saying state law supersedes city law.
I'm telling you.
Oh, so you don't care what the laws are now.
And you don't care what San Francisco laws are.
I mean, you don't care what
You
this.
don't care what
I mean,
San
but so
Francisco
you don't care about the oath of
No, you
office
don't
that you
care
vi-
what
that
San Francisco laws
you
are.
don't care about the oath of office that you took.
You don't care about San
So you're
Francisco
not
laws?
listening at all. You're just talking.
Of course I do.
Well, why
I'm
don't
trying
you?
to
Why,
help you, and you just want to talk through me. The only
no,
answer,
you're trying to talk to
Sir.
me as well.
The only answer you're going to accept is yes, you may continue to sell. That's what you want me to tell you, right? I'm not going to tell you that because you don't have the right permit. Okay? If you had a San Francisco permit to sell here,
I mean, basically what you're doing is illegal. I mean, so you haven't. You don't care what the state law says.
You don't care. What
Well,
San
maybe you
Francisco
should
law
read the
is.
state laws.
Maybe you should read San Francisco laws.
But because state laws supersede
Maybe
city
you
laws,
should read San Francisco
so you don't care. You just want to talk.
You don't care about San Francisco laws.
I
You just
mean,
wanna-
because state laws supersede city laws.
San Francisco has its own policy as far as permits.
State
to sell.
laws can create. So the city
Sir,
law
I'm
can
not gonna
create whatever
argue
laws.
Laws right now. Okay, I'm not going to argue about
But
this all day.
well, why are you trying to enforce laws that don't apply?
I'm trying to tell you what the policy is in San Francisco, and you don't like it.
But city's law,
you're
but
trying to
city
force
law
it
does
out.
not. State law supersedes city law. You don't understand that.
No. You don't understand that.
No, I mean,
State-
I understand this. I understand
the
state
state-
law.
Listen,
I understand state law supersedes city
Well,
law.
And San Francisco can also add
So,
additional laws.
but they
San
cannot
Francisco can add additional
violate
laws.
state laws. They cannot
San
violate state
Francisco
laws.
Can add additional laws.
They cannot violate
San
state
Francisco
laws.
can add additional laws.
So you're just going
And
to
you
talk
don't care
whatever.
about
You're
San
not
Francisco
listening
laws.
at all.
And you're not listening to me.
But you're not following the law.
What would you like me to see right now?
I would like you to see the state law.
I see what you
No. You see a cover page. You have not read it. This is like 14 pages long.
Sir, you don't have the proper paperwork in San Francisco.
That's not what the state law says.
sell.
That's not what the state law says.
You don't.
You don't
have-
care what the state law
Sir, you don't
says.
have a permit to sell.
You don't care what the state law says.
You don't care what San Francisco law says.
So you're violating your oath of office.
I'm sorry?
You're violating your oath of
No. I'm
office.
trying to explain to you the law.
No. You're violating some law. Well, maybe you should just read the state law and
Maybe
figure
you should read the San Francisco law. I
why.
already know
Why?
you need
Why?
a city
Because
permit to sell.
the state law supersedes city law.
Sir, you need a city permit to sell.
I got a permit.
You need a city permit to sell.
Under what regulations?
Under San Francisco law.
Which one?
I will find that out for you if you need.
All right, then do
It's the
that.
municipal police code.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Can you
And
bring a copy of it?
So yes, you know what? Actually, I will do that. And once you find it, once I give it to you, then you'll be off, right?
All right.
Is that what it is? If I do all that extra work, and I go back, and I print this out for you, that'll be enough for you to take your stuff and move, correct?
All right.
Is that a yes?
I can
Because
agree
I
to
do
that.
have much better things to do. We all do. Than to sit there and research laws for you.
You should know the laws that you're enforcing, of course, of which you're saying that you don't.
And I am familiar with that law. Yes.
And while
But I
you're
can't
while
tell you the last time- I can't
bringing,
tell you the last time this has become an issue.
it's an issue because I feel like you're abridging my rights.
This is an issue for you, but I can't.
Because
tell you
you're
the last
abridging
time
my
that
rights.
It's been an issue for anybody else.
You're supposed to enforce the rights of everyone, not just
That's right,
the
sir.
gentrifiers.
You are
Not
correct.
just the gentrifiers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gentrifiers, like the
But
people
right
who live in
now,
this building.
You don't have a city. You don't have a permit to sell in San Francisco. That's
Oh,
what I'm trying to tell you.
so this doesn't say San
And now
Francisco
we're-
on it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't. So
No, it doesn't. Would you like me to point your phone at it so your people can see that
no,
as well?
no.
Okay. Maybe you should show them what you're showing us.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. You want to be transparent, right?
But you're not transparent.
I'm trying to be as much as possible.
No. You
You're not
have,
showing me the proper
you
paperwork.
have a history of institutionalized violence.
So I'll tell you what. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to print this out for him, because I said I would. And then once he sees it, he's agreed to move along.
Are you gonna give me a copy of that?
Well, not right now. I got to go print it out.
I understand. Can you bring this COVID order as well? That you're
Would like me to
applying
print out a copy of the COVID order for you.
as well? Yes.
Why don't you come to the station?
No.
And I'll get that for you.
No.
I will do it this one time, but just so you know, I don't need to do that. I don't need to go and print copies. out
I just
for
want you to
every
show
person
your. I just want you to show the laws that you're pretending to enforce, of which you're
that-
violating
You
this.
just wanna see it, you don't want to copy it.
I do.
Okay. I'm gonna do this for you this one time. Okay.
All right.
I'll be back.